Let's begin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English with Selena. This is day 7 of our 30-day English speaking challenge, and today's topic is one that you use every single day, even if you don't realize it. Today, we are going to learn how to talk about numbers, dates, and time in English. Now, maybe you're thinking, this sounds easy. I already know numbers. I already know dates. I already know time. But the real question is this. Can you use them naturally in English conversation? Can you tell someone your date of birth in English without stopping? Can you say your phone number clearly? Can you understand the difference between 7:30, 7:30, 7:45, the 5th of May, and May 6th? Because in real life, English is not only about grammar. It's about those small things that you use every day. Telling the time, saying your age, talking about your birthday, mentioning a year, telling someone when your class starts, giving your phone number, talking about prices. All of this is part of spoken English. So in today's lesson, I'm going to make this topic very simple, very practical, and very easy to use in real life. And if you understand this lesson, then do answer the questions in the pinned comment after watching the video, because that will help you practice speaking on your own too. So now, get ready, stay focused, and let's start day 7. Let's begin with numbers, because numbers are everywhere. We use them when we talk about age, phone numbers, money, prices, marks, addresses, years, dates, and time. So first, let's quickly warm up with some basic numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And after that, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1000. Now here's something very important. Many English learners confuse words like 13 and 30, 14 and 40, 15 and 50. So make sure you hear and say them clearly. 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50. There's a difference in rhythm, and that difference matters. If you say the wrong one, the listener may understand a completely different number. Now, let's use numbers in simple everyday sentences. I am 17 years old. My brother is 21. There are 40 students in my class. I got 85 marks in English. This bag costs 2,000 rupees. Our house number is 12. So remember, numbers are not separate from English. They are part of everyday speaking. Now let's go a little further and talk about bigger numbers. Because small numbers are easy, but bigger numbers often make learners nervous. Let's say you see 125. In English, you say 125. If you see 560, you say 560. If you see 1,200, you say 1,200. If you see 5,750, you say 5,750. And if you see 1 million, you say 1 million. Now let's put these into real-life examples. My monthly fee is 20,000 rupees. This phone costs 75,000 rupees. That video got 1 million views. There are around 300 students in this college. Now let's talk about phone numbers, because that's one of the most practical things in spoken English. In English, phone numbers are usually spoken digit by digit. For example, if your number is 0312-456-7890, you would say it like this: 0312-456-7890. You don't need to say it like one big number. In fact, saying it digit by digit is clearer and more natural. So if I say, my phone number is 0301-724-9165, that sounds natural and easy to understand. Let's do one more. My phone number is 0315-682-4791. Good. Now let's move to prices, because prices are another place where numbers come up all the time. This shirt is 1,500 rupees. That book cost 700 rupees. The total bill is 2,350 rupees. I only had 200 rupees in my bag. Now, let's move to something very important for dates, and that is ordinal numbers. So far, we've been using normal numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are called cardinal numbers. But when we talk about dates, positions, floors, or rankings, we often use ordinal numbers. For example, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Then we also have 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and so on. Now, why are these important? Because dates in English often use ordinal numbers. For example, we don't usually say my birthday is on 5 March. We say my birthday is on the 5th of March. We don't say today is 9 July. We say today is the 9th of July. So let's practice a few common ordinal numbers that you'll hear in dates. First, first. Second, second. Third, third. Fourth, fourth. Fifth, 10th. 10th, 12th. 12th, 20th, 20th. 21st, 21st. 22nd, 22nd. 23rd, 23rd. 31st. Now you repeat. Now let's use them naturally. Today is the 9th of July. My birthday is on the 21st of March. She lives on the 3rd floor. He came first in the competition. Now let's come to dates in English, because this is one of the most useful parts of today's lesson. First, let's quickly revise the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, when we say dates in English, there are two common styles. One is the British style, where we say the 5th of May, the 12th of August, the 21st of March. The second is the American style, where we say May 5th, August 12th, March 21st. Both are correct. So don't worry if you hear both. You just need to understand them and be able to use at least one confidently. Let's practice some examples. My birthday is on the 5th of May. Her exam is on the 14th of September. Our result will come on the 2nd of August. The event is on December 10th. Now let's make this feel more like a real conversation. If someone asks you, when is your birthday? You can say, my birthday is on the 18th of November. If someone asks, when is your English exam? You can say, it's on the 24th of July. If someone asks, what's today's date? You can say, today is the 9th of July. If someone asks, when does your class start? You can say, it starts on Monday, the 15th of July. Now let's move to years, because years are another area where learners often stop and think too much. Let's say the year is 1998. In English, we usually say 1998. If the year is 1985, we say 1985. If the year is 2001, we usually say 2001. If the year is 2008, we say 2008. If the year is 2015, we usually say 2015. If the year is 2026, we say 2026. Now let's use years in natural sentences. I was born in 2007. My parents got married in 1999. This school was built in 1988. We moved to Karachi in 2016. I started learning English seriously in 2025. Notice the preposition here. With years, we usually use in. I was born in 2007. He moved here in 2022. The company started in 1995. Not on 2007, not at 2007. For years, use in. Now let's come to time in English, because this is something you need all the time in daily life. When the time is exact, it's easy. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So you can say, I wake up at 6 o'clock. My class starts at 8 o'clock. We had dinner at 9 o'clock. Now, when there are minutes, the easiest way is to simply say the hour and the minutes. 7:10 becomes 7:10. 8:25 becomes 8:25. 9:30, 6:45, 7:10, 11:45, 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8:45, 5:10, 4:45, 1:15. The movie starts at 6:15. My English class begins at 4:30. Please call me at 8:45. We can also use past and to for other times. 6:05 becomes 6:05. 8:10 becomes 8:10. 3:20 becomes 3:20. And for times before the next hour, 6:55 becomes 5 to 7. 8:50 becomes 10 to 9. 3:40 becomes 20 to 4. Now, to be honest, in everyday life, many people simply say 6:40, 7:50, or 3:20, and that's perfectly fine. But you should still understand expressions like quarter past, half past, and quarter to, because they're common in spoken English. Now let's understand AM and PM, because that also matters a lot. AM is used from midnight to before noon, and PM is used from noon to before midnight. So if I say 7 a.m., I mean morning. If I say 7 p.m., I mean evening. So listen to these examples. I wake up at 6 a.m. My class starts at 9 a.m. We have dinner at 8 p.m. I usually sleep at 11 p.m. Now you repeat. I wake up at 6 a.m. My class starts at 9 a.m. We have dinner at 8 p.m. I usually sleep at 11 p.m. Now imagine someone says, "The meeting is at 8. That can be confusing. Is it morning or evening? So sometimes it's better to be clear and say 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. Now let's bring everything together and practice real English questions and answers. If someone asks, "What time is it?" you can say, "It's 7:30 or it's 7:30. If someone asks, "What time does the class start?" you can say, "The class starts at 9 a.m. If someone asks, "What's today's date?" you can say, "Today is the 9th of July. If someone asks, "When is your birthday?" you can say, "My birthday is on the 3rd of December. If someone asks, "How old are you?" you can say, "I'm 17 years old. If someone asks, "What's your phone number?" you can say, "My phone number is 0304 821 7956. If someone asks, "What year were you born in?" you can say, "I was born in 2008. Now, let's do a few mini conversations, because I want this lesson to feel real, not just theoretical. Listen to this. A. What time is the English class? B. It starts at 4:30 p.m. Oh, 4:30? Yes, and please come 10 minutes early. Here's another one. A. When is your birthday? It's on the 11th of January. Nice. Mine is on January 20th. A. Can I have your phone number? B. Sure. It's 0312 568 9140. And another one. A. What year were you born in? B. I was born in 2007. So you're 18 now? B. Yes, almost. And one more. What date is your interview? B. It's on the 26th of July. And what time? B. At 10:15 a.m. 10:15. Got it. Now, before we finish, let's quickly look at some common mistakes, because I don't want you to learn the topic and then still make the same small errors. Don't say, "My birthday is in 5th May. Say, "My birthday is on the 5th of May. Don't say, "I wake up on 7 a.m. Say, "I wake up at 7 a.m. Don't say, "I was born on 2008. Say, "I was born in 2008. Don't say, "It is 7:15. Say, "It is 7:15 or 7:45, depending on the time. And when you say your phone number, try to say it clearly, digit by digit, so the listener can understand you easily. Now I want to give you a little speaking practice. I want you to listen and repeat these sentences after me. Today is the 9th of July. My birthday is on the 23rd of March. I was born in 2007. My class starts at 8:30 in the morning. The interview is at 10:15. Please call me at 6:30. The meeting is on the 1st of August. This dress costs 3,000 rupees. My phone number is 0305 742 1860. I usually go to bed at 11 p.m. Very good. And now let's quickly revise what we learned in today's lesson. We learned how to talk about numbers in English, how to say big numbers, how to say phone numbers and prices, how to use ordinal numbers, how to say dates, how to say years, and how to tell the time in English naturally. So now I want you to do one thing after this video. Don't just watch and leave. Practice. Say today's date in English. Say your birthday in English. Say your year of birth in English. Say your phone number in English. And say one sentence about your routine using time. For example, my birthday is on the 14th of February. I was born in 2008. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. every day. If you can say these things confidently, then you're already improving your spoken English. And if you understood today's lesson, then go to the pinned comment and answer the practice questions there. That will help you check whether you can actually use numbers, dates, and time in English instead of just understanding them. I'll see you in day 8 of our 30-day English speaking challenge. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep learning with English with Selena.